Hello and welcome to Dogtails Profiles. On this edition, we will be sitting down with GSM President Shelby McGhee. All right, so what all do you think interested students need to know about the GSM project and kind of where it started and what it stands for, I guess?
Well, right now, we've had a lot of name changes. We are currently GSM Project, which stands for the Gender and Sexual Minorities Project. It used to be SODA, and there was another name for it that I can't recall. But who started the whole, this whole thing was actually former Dean Doherty in the 70s, which is really cool. We have a little brief history, but I don't have the current book that we call the gay book or the gay agenda as a joke between all of us officers. But basically we're here to support and we're here to just listen to you, and we're trying to educate people so they're not afraid, basically.
So how'd you get involved with the group originally?
Originally, it's kind of a funny story because I was a freshman here, and it was about 3 years ago now, which is crazy. I actually was not very good at making friends, and my roommate was like, you need to have somebody other than me. And so she said, let's go to SODA, which stood for SODA was the Sexual Orientation Diversity Association. And so basically she told me to come to SODA. I misinterpreted that as a soda club. And so I brought a 24-pack of soda, and it turned out to be the LGBTQ plus club, which I was cool with, and I was a member for a year. And then last year I was vice president, and we changed the name because it died, and so I wanted to start it up again and became vice president, and it went really, really well. And here we are now doing workshops and trying to get our name out there and educate people and, just support.
Yeah. Can you kind of explain the significance that, because your club deals with a lot of kind of heavy subjects or subjects that Western Oklahoma doesn't really like to address or deal with, but I think it's important. But can you kind of address what all significance, I guess, it could have for struggling kids? Or
for struggling kids, we're trying to get the language out there. We're trying to help people figure out who they are without going through life thinking that they're lost or broken. Basically, we're helping them because we've had some people who are just like, I didn't realize I was this, and it makes me so much happier now that I know the words. And we've had some officers who didn't know language until they were out in the world, and sometimes you read on the internet and things are wrong, and you're like, oh, well, this doesn't feel that way, but then you come here and we're a group of people getting our minds together, teaching the right language. Sometimes I even get it wrong, which is, funny because I'm the president, I should know these things, but I don't know everything, and everyone just collectively, we help each other.
Awesome. So what all events do you guys have coming up, and then if you want to elaborate on some of the ones you've already done for interested members?
Coming up, we have more workshops, January 23rd. I can't think off the top of my head which that one is, but we have them every month. They're always on Wednesdays at 6. There's multiple workshops. The workshops that are coming up. So the one in January is going to be LGBTQ and history. Basically, we're going to be talking about the significance and importance of people who've changed, history in the ways that are helpful for LGBTQ people. Like the first LGBT Pride was a riot. Most people don't know that. So that's an interesting thing to learn. And February, we're having a safe sex workshop the day before Valentine's Day. And that's not just for LGBTQ people, that's for everyone, because, you know, the education system for safe sex isn't always that great here in Oklahoma, but, you know, it's always nice to have that. And we have other things. We're having like a bi-poly pan workshop in March, the differences between those. And in April, we're having our mental health workshop, which is our last one. Recent workshops that we've had in October, for example, which has been my favorite one this year. It was the day before National Coming Out Day, which was October 11th. So we had it on October 10th, and we had only reserved the room for 2 or 3 hours, and we went well over the time limit, which was fine, but there was a lot of people there. President Butler showed up, the dean showed up, we had some counselors who showed up to help people. People just told their stories, and basically it was a place of love.
Awesome. And the way I take it, it's not, the club isn't exclusive to those of the LGBT community, right? Where
No, anybody can join.
Awesome.
Yeah. Funny enough, one of our officers is a straight ally.
Well, that's awesome. Can you give me a sales pitch in 15-20 seconds on why somebody should join the GSM project?
Okay, let's see. I think they should join the GSM project because we are a safe space. You can come to us with your problems. We can help you in any way that we feel like that we can. If we can't, we can always refer you to somebody in the club, and you can feel safe and welcome and loved. And of course, if you need to go somewhere, come to us.
Interested students are welcome to attend any meetings which take place 5 p.m. every Wednesday in Stafford 110. For more resources, go check them out on swasu.edu.